This and you say, okay, where are we at in the game? It's 14. It's 5 minutes to go in the third. Well, I think the Bucks were down 14 with 7 minutes to go in the game.
They were.
Won the game. Okay, so you got a whole other quarter here. The game's not over, but it's slipping away. Here's what they decide to go to as a set play. They're thinking, all right, we're not going to go to Embiid or Harden, that's fine, or Maxey. We're going to try to run a set play to get a three-pointer for Niang. Now, here's what they're looking to do. And James Harden's got to read this. So they're going to try to get a screen here, and then you're going to get Embiid come in and clean up for Niang and float him over here, and you're going to run a flare, trying to get a three. The key is James Harden has to read these two defenders. So when this play first starts out, and you're going to see the jump out right here. The defender jumps out. Well, Harden needs to now separate back a little bit so we can still get this screen and have an angle to deliver the pass. He doesn't do that. Instead, he floats this. And you can take a look at Bam Adebayo. I mean, he is reading this all the way. His eyes are on it. He's going to shoot the gap right here and get into this passing lane. Ball stolen. But here's what I want you to focus on. Ball is intercepted. Here is James Harden.
Yep.
Here is Bam Adebayo.
Yep.
They are dead even. It's a foot race, and one guy's dribbling, and he's a center.
You're down 14 in a closeout game.
And you have a guard trying to track down a center, and the guard has the advantage of not having the basketball.
Okay.
Okay, this is where they start out. They're even in the backcourt, and that's where they end up. About 15 feet of separation, and Bam Adebayo goes in for a dunk. The air is leaving the building. At this point, I know a lot of people probably headed to the parking lot. It gets worse. Now we come down here, we're going to run some action. This is all just token nonsense at the beginning. They're not trying to do anything because at the end of this, they're going to come back to James Harden. And why? This is what they signed him for. They signed him to win these one-on-ones in front of you, because at the end of the day, you've got to engage multiple backline defenders to give one of these guys an opportunity to get a shot. But watch what happens. He jabs. And Scott, this was telling to me, right? This is pretty much James Harden at this stage of his career. This is what Embiid alluded to. You jab, there's no reaction on the part of the defender. None. Adebayo actually stays up. He actually presses up into him on the jab step. Tries to go by him. Nothing happens. You can see kind of running in mud. Gets a chance to regroup. This was more telling. He reaches with his right hand. Right there. You can see Oladipo reaches with his right hand. Now, this should be a crossover to his strong hand and downhill. That's what James Harden was brought here to do. And you're going to see a little token help here by Hero, but he doesn't really commit. Harden has to get into the gap so that he can occupy these two guys on the back line and make a play for one of your two teammates. He just can't do it. Goes behind his back for no reason, again gets the ball taken away, and again goes into jog mode back. There were so many plays I could have written down that really looked like that. And what it came down to for me was this. I said two guys derailed the